Hello everyone, Jamie Romine here, and I hope everyone's doing well. Today's title is Why Won't People Do Anything? And there's a couple of reasons why, but I'm going off the notes I got from my mentor Robert Hollis. And I will always tell you that I'm getting my stuff from him because he's documented and he's the one I'm following. And why not follow someone that's documented, right? Documentation beats conversation. Well, first of all, one reason people are not doing anything is they're human. You know, that's just the way we are. Sometimes we procrastinate. Sometimes we feel like we don't need to do something that day. And don't beat yourself up if you miss a day. That's random. That's normal, but don't let it tell you that, well, I don't have to do anything because it's okay. Anyway, but what makes some discouraged is the fact when people will not do what they said they would do. That makes you get discouraged, and it makes you start procrastinating or not doing things yourself. All right. Reason why is I want to share this story. This was a great story when Robert told this. All right. So there's this guy, he's driving, right, and he goes down this back road, and he gets lost. And while he's driving around trying to find his way back to the main road, he sees this farmhouse, pulls up into the driveway, walks up to the front porch, and there's a farmer rocking in the rocking chair. And he asks, as he's walking up, he can hear this dog just howling like it's in some pain, right? And he walks up and he's like, "Sir, I think there's something wrong with your dog." No, he's okay. He said, "Okay. Well, sir, I'm lost. Could you give me directions back to the main road?" As the farmer starts to explain the directions, the dog starts howling again. "Sir, are you sure your dog's okay?" "He's fine." And then the farmer continues with the directions. And the guy looked at him and said, and the dog started howling again. And the guy looked at him and said, "Sir, I think you're wrong. There is something wrong with your dog. Why would he be howling like that?" And the farmer tells him, "Because he's laying on a nail. In that spot, there's a nail that's pulled up, and he's laying on it, and it's hurting him. But that's where the sun shines at this moment, and he likes the way that sun feels." "But why would he continue laying on the nail, sir?" "Because it doesn't hurt that much." You know, that's some strong words. He would much rather feel the heat from that sunlight and lay on that nail, even though it's a little bit of pain. And the reason I'm telling this story is when you decide you're going to do something different. Let's say I've got to do something different because I need some more money. I need extra money. We hear this all the time in affiliate marketing. People will say they're going to do something different to make a little bit extra money, but then they don't. Reason is they're not hurting enough. And I hope this makes sense to you guys, because we may be in a bind. Some of us get in a bind money-wise, but we figure a way around it. Maybe it's not our first experience being in this bind, and we figure out how we can compensate for it. So we don't do things differently that would make us uncomfortable because we're not hurting enough. Jim Rohn was a really good motivational speaker, and he's one of the most mentors for my mentor Robert Hollis. He's one of the higher ones up. But he had said Robert shared a saying that Jim had said, and it's a really big saying. It's easy to do, but it's easier not to do. And that's where a lot of us struggle. We'll work on the thing that we know we need to do to change, but it's so much easier not to do it, we stop doing it. And then we wonder why it's not working. If you join a marketing company, you want to blame your upline. You want to blame everybody else that it's not working. But look and see if you're doing exactly what that upline said to do. Now, first of all, that upline, ask for their documentation. See, this is why I am so honored to be business partners with Robert Hollis. I'm starting out, right? I'm still growing. I am going to I'm going to utilize Robert. He is documented. He has showed me the video of his back office, of how his deposits go in. That's documentation. I can share it with you as well, because he has nothing to hide. He's proven that this stuff works, and I'm proving that it works. I don't have as much success as he does, but I'm on my way up. Because it's not, I was going to say because of him. Truth be known, it's because of me, but I have a lot of help. And I thank Robert for it. That story was strong, wasn't it? Sorry, I'm reading my notes. So, talking about not hurting enough. There's one thing that people don't like doing when they join us at My Daily Choice is they don't like sharing their link. I'm bad about not putting my link up sometimes. The hardest part for me back before I started thinking differently was I felt spammy, I did a spammy approach before, but I've learned not to do it that way. And if I'm just putting it on a post, I'm not doing it right. It's how you come about people, but sharing your link, we're just wanting you to sign up to share your link and refer people to us. You refer people to me, I'll refer them to Robert. We're going. It's a proven system that he's been doing in My Daily Choice for the last going on 5 years. But he's been doing this same kind of steps for 36 years. Let's see. Oh yeah, this sentence right here. The ones. What you'll have to do is if you join us and you start your account, your free account. I wanted to tell you that it's free. It is absolutely free. Sign up as an affiliate, and then you can refer folks to us, right? And share that affiliate link, your affiliate link that you got for free when you created that free account. And you'll get compensated for referring them. So easy. So easy. So, when the people decide that they're going to start doing that, you know what that is? That is them drawing that line in the sand. They are fed up. There is no more excuses. They don't care if it's easier not to do than it is to do it. They're going to do it. They drew that line in the sand and they are gone. While you're doing this kind of business, that's a key thing. is finding those people, right? But you got to be strong and not get discouraged at the people you go through before you find that one, maybe. You know, we have a trainer that's really high in the marketing companies, and when he joined My Daily Choice recently, they did a video of him on stage and he was doing this training, and it was amazing, if you ask me. It actually put it in a perspective for me to understand a little better, because I absolutely love playing cards. Different kind of card games. I love all kind of card games. But he had a deck of cards, and he was saying you're flipping cards, right? Well, we all know there's 52 cards in the deck, not counting the Joker and those other cards that are just random cards. But just say 52 cards. Well, after you're shuffling, you start talking to prospects. Bam, bam. Who's to say you're not going to go through all 48 before you hit that first ace? You might hit 4 aces in a row right there, right? But you could hit more than, it could be hundreds before you find an ace. That's beside the point. Using the card deck is a great example. You could hit an ace in 10, and then that ace just takes off. But then you'll find another one later. The key is do not give up. You keep moving forward. Keep doing what you're doing. Sharing information, valuable information, and getting that link out there. So, some stages, some steps that... now, I want to share this little bit right here before I share these little 5 steps I've got wrote down. And what clicked on my mind just then was the first step is reading this book. It's called The Greatest Miracle in the World. And I wasn't going to read it at first because I have nothing against God or anything against church or anything like that. But when I put things like this towards like Bible stuff, it kind of throws me off. And I can do a little more detail on that at another time with some folks. If they want to private message me, that's fine. But one chapter in here, I think it's chapter 9, is called the God Memorandum. And that is, I overthought that title. But it is a very important chapter. And so that I wanted to share that a little bit. I finally just told myself, stop overthinking it and do as you're supposed to do. So I read the book. Funny enough, I bought the book and then I read it, but then I didn't do the steps in it for a couple more years, actually. And that's the second step, is do what it says to do. It is key. So read The Greatest Miracle in the World. Do those steps in that book. All right. Read Science of Getting Rich, or listen to the audio. This is a book that you need to read or listen to over and over again. I'm pretty sure I heard Robert say this the other day, but I can't remember if there was a video of it or not. But Bob Proctor, if you don't know who he is, he was a great inspirational guy as well. He was talking about reading Science of Getting Rich and how many times he went over it, and how many just constantly going over it. And one day it finally clicked with him. Because you gotta understand the philosophy that's being mentioned in that book. All right. Number 4, after you're done doing this, I mean, you could already do this number 4 before you read these, but is create your free account. Now, if you start the free account and then you do these steps, that's fine as well. But that step number 5 is like I was saying earlier. Go through those numbers. Flip those cards over. Just keep going until you find them aces. And if you find an ace, don't stop. Here's one thing that Robert mentioned in his training for Why Won't They Do Anything that I haven't mentioned yet, and I forgot about it. I didn't even write it down for some reason. But, oh man, my mind just went blank. I was talking about going through the numbers, wasn't I? And not giving up. Oh. Once you find an ace, don't stop. You don't want to stop and get comfortable, because why would you not want multiple people being responsible for your income? And when I first heard that, I'll be honest. When I first heard that, I was thinking, why would I want someone else responsible for my income? I need to make my income, right? Well, that's not been working out. I mean, it works out, but I get by. But I want more, right? Why do I want more? I'm not being greedy. I have goals that I want to do, that I want to hit, which would take more money, especially where I want to donate to. And that is key thing to me, is reaching those goals to start donating to my charities of choice. But why would you not want multiple people responsible for your income? So when you start this kind of program here, you can have people under you, whether they're customers or affiliates, because you're going to have both. You're going to have some people that just want to buy product, they don't want to try to sell anything, and they don't want to refer people. And that's okay. That's their prerogative. But then you're going to have people that are going to have their own team as well. And those are going to be your aces. And or some might not be aces, but they can get there. You know, that's how I have been. I started out real slow because it wasn't hurting enough. You know what I mean? So get your team going. Have all these multiple people responsible for your income. And then it becomes residual. So I want to thank you all for jumping on here. I want to thank you for your comments and your thoughts, because they mean a lot to me. You always feel free to private message me, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. All right. I want to always remind you, stay focused, stay positive, and never give up.